Probability, binomial probability. What makes a scenario qualify as being binomial? Each trial is independent. And we'll have some examples down here in example 34 to help us determine whether or not something is qualifies as binomial. The outcomes can be put into exactly two categories. Success, either that item happens, that event happens, and failure, that event doesn't happen. The probability of success is the same for each trial. Note, this does not mean that there must be exactly two outcomes. Putting the outcomes into exactly two categories is not the same as having only two outcomes. So example 34a is a perfect example of that. Decide if the following scenarios are binomial or not. If it's not binomial, tell why. Example A, you roll a die and want to know the probability you will roll a 6 in 2 of the next 5 rolls. So think about when you roll a die, it could either be a 6 or not a 6. Okay, so there's the outcomes can be put into exactly two categories. And as far as it being independent and the probability of success being the same for each trial, let's think about that. If you roll a 6, well, the probability for rolling a 6 the next time would still be the same as if we're going to roll a 6 for the first time. It's not like if you roll a 6 on a die, you can't ever roll that again. So this would be binomial. Okay, let's look at B. You want to find the probability of drawing 2 red cards from a standard deck if you do not replace the card between draws. So the probability of success is not the same for each trial, right? Because for the first one, you have 26 red cards out of 52. But if you're not going to replace it, then the probability of drawing a red card comes 25 out of 51. Okay? So they're not independent events here if you're not going to replace the card. So this is not binomial. So probability of success changed. The flu shot is 60% effective. What is the probability at least 2 of the 3 people in my household don't get the flu if we each get a flu shot? So either you're going to get the flu or you're not. So either the flu shot was effective or not effective. Okay, and then the probability of that flu shot being effective is not going to change just because one person got the flu or what have you. So that probability of success is going to be the same for each trial. So this is a binomial probability.